So you picked up a guitar and you go, what do I do now? So the first thing you do is learn chords. If you want to play some songs, you have to learn some chords. So today we're going to talk about chords in the key of C and the key of G and how to play them. The key of C and the key of G are some of the most common keys in the guitar world and maybe in the music world. If you know the chords in these two keys, you can play lots of songs and maybe be on your way to writing some songs if that's what you want to do. So we'll start with the key of C, key of G, how to play them and where they come from, C scale, G scale. And knowing the chords in the key of C and G, you'll be able to play many songs. Songs that you've heard, songs that you know, songs that you really like. So let's talk music. Let's talk chords and scales. Learning chords is a great, exciting way to learn music. Chords are elegant, just chords are fun to play. It's fun to play. So today we're going to talk about the C scale and the G scale, and that's where chords come from, and here's how it goes. The C scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to the octave, which is C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C. You can also say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So that's important to know that too. So chords come from scales, and here's how that happens. In this case, we're going to talk triads. Triads are 3 notes. Let's go to the first note of C, skip a note, skip D, and go E, and then we're going to skip F and go to G. So C, E, and G, 1, 3, 5. That's a triad. That's called the C triad. It's called the C major chord. C is called the root or the tonic. So that's a C chord. C chord sounds like this. Every other note can be a chord. So let's go to D, F, and A. 2, 4, and 6. That's called the D minor. So chords come from scale. So 1, 3, 5 is a chord. 2, 4, 6 is a chord. 3, 5, 7 is a chord. 4, 6, 8 is a chord. And so on. You can keep on stretching it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Or C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, etc. Every major scale sounds alike in every key. A key is basically a pitch, centered around a pitch. So here's a C on the guitar. So the key of C starts in here. So C. That's the C scale. G scale, same notes, but it's starting like G. See how this sounds the same? Major scale is the same in every key. Let's go back to the chords. So C. In this chord, the C triad, there's only 3 notes, C, E, and G. We're playing 5 notes in this case, starting from the 5th string. 5th string is that's open A, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High strings is 1, high string is 1, and so on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to start putting your ring finger on the C, which is the 3rd fret, on the A string, which is the 5th string, C. Next string, 2nd fret, E. Next string is open, G. And then we're going to go all the way up to the 1st fret on the B string, which is also a C. And you can play the open E. So those 5 notes. It's a C chord. D minor. We'll talk about why it's minor, but it sounds like this. We're going to start at the open D. Next string, 2nd fret, middle finger on the A. Next string, 3rd fret, D with your ring finger, and then 1st finger on the 1st fret, that's an F. So it's D, A, D, F. D minor. 3rd chord is E minor. Sounds like this. In this case, you play all 6 strings. So E minor starts on E. Then we have next string, 2nd fret, middle finger is the B note, which is the 5 note. B. Then we go next string, second fret with your ring finger, E. Next string is open, G. Next string is open, B. And next string is open, E. E minor. So right now we have C, D minor, E minor. Okay, now we're going to go over to the F chord. It was a little tricky, so I'll give you one way to do it. There's always different ways to play chords, but here's one way. F chord, starting on the fourth note of the scale. F chord, C, D, E, F. So we're going to just play the high four strings. You're going to put your ring finger on the third fret on the D string. You're going to put your middle finger on the second fret on the G string, which is A. We're going to put first finger on the first fret of the B string, that's a C. Now in this case we're going to have to bar. Bar means put one finger over more than one note. 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes, 6 notes. So we're going to put the first finger over on the first fret, highest 2 strings, like that. Playing both notes at the same time. Bar. We're going to put middle finger back on the second fret on the G string and ring finger on the third fret. So F, A, C, F. There's the F chord. Just 4 notes. Okay, got it? Now we're going to do a G chord, starting on the fifth scale, fifth note of the scale, C, D, E, F, G. Fifth note. Middle finger on the G, third fret. First finger on the second fret on the A string. Open D, open G, open B, and ring finger on the third fret on the high G. G chord. So right now we have C, D minor, E minor, F, G. Okay, now we're going to go to the sixth chord. There's a minor chord also. A minor. C, D, E, F, G, A. A minor. We're going to have A, open A. At this point we don't play the low string. Open A. Next string we're going to have the E with your middle finger. E, so it's A, E. We're going to have a ring finger on the same fret on the G string. A. First finger on the C, which is the first fret on the B string, and open E. So it's A, E, A, C, E. That's A minor. So now we have C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. The seventh chord is called the diminished chord. This is a B diminished in the key of C. So we're going to play 3 notes. First note is going to be on the F note, third fret on the D string, right there. Ring finger, next string on the B, fourth fret. Middle finger, next string on the D, and that's it. That's B diminished. And here's how it sounds resolving to C. So those are the chords of the key of C. You got C major, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and B diminished, and back to C. Again, all these chords are made up of all the notes of the C scale. Here's how to play the C scale. C scale starts on C, third fret on the A string with your ring finger, C, open D, second fret, middle finger E, ring finger on the third fret F, open G, middle finger on the second fret A, on the G string, open B, and back to C, first fret on the B string. That's the C scale and C chords. So now we'll do G. The only difference between a scale is sharps and flats. And we don't need to go into that now, but a sharp basically is taking a note and bringing it up. So here's an F. If you go up one fret on the guitar, that's called F sharp. If you go up one more, G. So between the F and the G is F sharp. So the key of G, all the notes are called natural, except for the F sharp. So it's all the major scales have to be the same intervals. Intervals are the spaces between the notes. So they all have to sound the same in every key. So doesn't it sound the same? So that's the G scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. F sharp is written by a hashtag, F hashtag. So here's the chords. G major, we went over that before. A minor, we went over that before. Here's the third chord. Third chord in the key of G is a B minor. Okay, we're going to bar with the first finger 6 notes or 5 notes. Why don't we start with 5? So put the first finger over those notes on the 2nd fret, starting with the B, 2nd fret. That's a bar, okay? We're going to put the ring finger on the 4th fret on the D string, like that note. Pinky, next string on the B, 4th fret. Middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, like that, and you bar the rest of them. Oh, F sharp, you gotta hit that F sharp in there. F sharp is the 2nd fret up on the E string, so it's like this. It's a B minor. A little tricky, but you can do it. You can also play just the middle 4 strings and just hit the B and the other 3, and just hit the 4 strings so you don't have to put so much pressure on the frets until you get that. So the first 3 chords are G, A minor, B minor, 4th chord, G, A, B, C, C chord, you learned before, and here's a new chord for you. 5th chord is called the D. D is G, A, B, C, D. Sounds like this. Okay, what we're going to do is play 4 strings, starting with the 3rd from the top, the lowest string called the D string. It's going to be open. First finger, 2nd fret, A on the G string. Ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret. And middle finger on the F sharp on the E string, on the 2nd fret. D. So it sounds like this. G, A minor, B minor, C, D. Next chord is E minor, starting on the 6th note of the key. G, A, B, C, D, E. E minor. Okay? Now the last chord, F sharp diminished. So just 3 notes. Middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret, the A. First finger on the C on the B string. And on the top string, F sharp with your ring finger. That's a form of F sharp diminished. chords in the key of G. G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, F sharp, diminished, and G. Again, there are many ways to play these chords, but this is the basic chords that you can learn for now. And once you know these two keys, you can probably play most songs. Okay? So, and that's good news, right? So, go practice.
Nothing started